it's me again. Welcome back. If you saw my last video, you know that today is a very package-heavy day for me. I received my BoxyCharm in the mail, a makeup-related purchase, and a household/non-makeup related purchase. And kind of on the fly, I decided to split that into two videos because I was like, people that like to watch BoxyCharm unboxings typically only like BoxyCharm unboxings. And I don't know, one of these packages I don't think anyone's going to care about at all besides me. Excuse me. And well, now I'm thinking about it and I'm like, I don't think anyone's going to care about the household related package at all. So I'm like, am I just going to do like my get ready with me, my unboxing / get ready with me of the makeup related purchase? Because that's what we're all here for, right? I don't know. I haven't decided. So I think I'm going to start with my makeup related thing. And then if we do the home thing, we do the home thing. And if we don't, then, you know, whatever. I have to be so careful with this. This is my Man of Noble lip balm. It takes just the lightest bit of pressure. I have my dishwasher running. It's usually done by now. I think I accidentally ran it on a heavy cycle, so if my background buzzing sounds especially annoying, just know it's 100% my fault. But I wanted to talk a little bit about what I'm about to unbox because I am a real hypocrite and I said I was never going to do this and I did it and I instantly regretted it. And I guess this is a good time for my story time on it. But I wanted to come out and say, yes, I'm a hypocrite. Yes, I went against my own views, beliefs, morals in doing this. But you know what? I'm owning it and it's part of the journey and I'm being honest with you guys about it. So I'm not even going to say the brand. And I'm hesitating to even say the name of the palette. It's a palette, surprise. And I don't know if I'm going to unbox the one that's coming tomorrow. Because I was on Mercari and I found two palettes from this brand that I have vowed to never, ever, ever support. And the palettes are gorgeous. I'm just saying. Palettes are gorgeous. I've never tried the formula, but the color stories are pretty. And every look I've seen using, not only these palettes, but most of their palettes are pretty. But the owner is just such a terrible human being. And I'm trying to be a smarter consumer. And part of being a smarter consumer is being mindful of who I'm supporting and where my dollars are going. And I know I'm just one person and I'm not making a huge difference myself, but if there's lots of people like me who are making the same choices, then then these shittier small business owners maybe will get an attitude adjustment that they need and either genuinely have remorse for the things they've done and the people they've hurt, or they will at least learn not to do it outwardly, because there's terrible people hidden amongst all of us everywhere, and you know, we never know, but they're very just outward about how terrible they are, which on one hand is good that they're comfortable showing their face. On the other hand, you could be a terrible person and not hurt people around you and being a terrible person. So I think I've decided I'm not going to say the name of the brand. Just know that, anyway, I don't think I finished my story. It was actually two different sellers, two different palettes that were very, 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 very beautifully priced on Mercari. They looked untouched, you know, Same story I always give. But the way I justified this to myself is I was like, the palettes are beautiful. Palettes are beautiful. There's no denying that. I will not support this brand, but in a way, I convinced myself that this wasn't really supporting the brand because my dollars aren't going to the brand. Like, the people I'm buying it from already supported the brand. I am supporting the person I'm buying it from. At least that's how I justified it in my mind. So I placed the order, and then I told Sean what I did, and he was like, what? And I explained this to him, and he's like, I mean, I support you, babe, but every time you tag them in anything, anytime you talk about the palette, anytime you show the palette, that's giving them publicity, which is supporting them. I'm like, yeah, you're right. So one of them shipped right away, and the one that shipped right away actually is the one that's not here yet. That one's coming tomorrow. This one I purchased on a last Friday night. And here it was Tuesday, and the seller hadn't shipped it. So I was like, okay, I'm having buyer's remorse anyway. It's too late for the one that already shipped, but this one, his 3 days has passed. So I can request cancellation on it. 20 minutes after I request cancellation because the seller hasn't shipped my item, I get a shipping notification. I'm like, okay. And to be fair, it was very quick shipping. It came in 2 days. Good on him. But I just wanted to refund because I don't know. I have buyer's remorse. I don't need any more palettes, and certainly not from a brand that I don't enjoy supporting. But alas, here we are. So I'm going to unbox it. Yes, ma'am. I am disappointed in myself. I am a little baffled as to how this happened and why I did this. But here we are. So I think it's because I was just feeling so fall in this palette's case. The palette coming tomorrow, honestly, is the one I think I'm going to like better between the two. And my issue with this brand isn't their artwork. I know that the whole thing with their AI artwork, now you guys know for sure, is, stupid. But I hate that because of just their other beliefs, their human rights issues. Whoa. So opening up the palette, the person who shipped it very well. They shipped it with a bunch of little cardboard pieces all over the shadows so that presumably they would survive better, but it makes me nervous. That there's gonna be a broken thing in here that they're trying to conceal. I really am just not trusting in people, you guys. Okay, it looks like everything survived. Looks like everything survived. I could tell what their favorite shade. Should I even show you guys the palette? How am I going to show you guys the palette without? I'll show you the palette once and once only. And there's no mirror. Yeah, I can't believe I'm about to do this. But anyway, this is the palette. Yep. You guys can see why I got suckered into this one, I'm sure. Again, I went against my own word, my own morals. Oh, there's no mirror either. That's great. And that's what happened. So I'm going to go grab a mirror, and then I will be back to do my makeup with you guys. But anyway, so I'm going to use my matte neutrals. Yes, man. How am I going to do this without just continuously flashing the brand in the screen? Because I have the mirror there. I suppose, oops, let's get the packaging over here. Very well packaged, but yeah, I was not impressed with that whole little doodad with requesting cancellation and then us deciding to ship out the product. I'm like, you're trying to save your sale, but anyway. ooh, shoot. I'm really trying to, how do you keep it open with this? Okay. It's a very fall palette. I mean, objectively speaking, the shadows are pretty. They are pretty. They're very fall. I just don't want to say anything nice about the brand because, like, if we're talking strictly makeup, it's pretty. But, you already know what I'm going to say. Do my face. So actually, I had a little bit of eye irritation yesterday. This eye right here, I probably still have, honestly, a little bit of a sty. I don't know if it's actually a sty, but there's definitely some eye irritation. But yesterday I used a palette that's pretty new. It's not when I got from Mercari or anything like that. It's like actually a new palette. So I'm like, And it's not one of the ones that have been sitting running in my collection for a while either. It's like actually like a pretty new palette. So I'm not sure if it's just the formula or if it's... I know a few days ago I used my Illuminati eyeliner. And it was dry. It was new to me. I bought it on the Ipsy shop, but it was dry when it came to me. So I'm like, maybe it just went off and that's what irritated my eye, or it could be my ABH liquid liner because I'm pretty sure I opened that back in March, like right before my daughter was born, in which case it's 6 months old, which yeah, I know. But I just opened up a new mascara, so it's not my mascara. So I'm trying to think like, seriously, what could it be? I have no idea. But just something I'm keeping an eye on. It's not like officially a sty. I probably shouldn't be putting makeup on knowing that my eye is a little bit upset, but anytime I don't put on my makeup, I just don't feel like, I don't want to say as happy because that's super dramatic, but like, I just feel like something's missing in my day. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like I did everything I was supposed to, which is weird because what am I supposed to do in a day? I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense, but genuinely, that's how I feel. So I try to wear makeup when I can because my day gets thrown off. My day really gets thrown off, you know? I'm gonna use my NYX glitter glue, my glitter primer. Calling it a glitter glue because I remember 2016 YouTube when everybody called it the glitter glue, or was that a different product altogether and I'm just misremembering? That's possible. It's possible, friends. Ice Cream Beauty finally released their spoilers last night, and I am very excited. One thing Ice Cream Beauty does very, very well, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, is they take ownership of their stuff. So they are actually throwing in extra products in both the bag and the box. And they said that they're doing it because everybody was patient this month. So they acknowledged, yeah, something weird happened this month. We appreciate you hanging out and staying with us through it. We're going to throw in some extra goodies for you. They didn't like sweep it under the rug and pretend like it didn't happen, which I appreciate because it would have been easy for them to do that. It would have, and they didn't do it. So I really, really, really appreciated that. What colors do I want to use? It's a pretty palette. I hate that I think this palette is as pretty as I do because I truthfully wanted to hate it. Do I want to use the shades that I think I'm going to start with, there's a lot of shimmers in this palette. I've been wanting to do a green look recently, but I don't know. Okay, scratch all that. I'm gonna start with Cozy. To get my shape just the way I like it. So I have the box subscription with Ice Cream Beauty, and the palette is, it's a very fall, it's like a scarecrow something or another. It has yellows, orange, and green. It's a very fall themed palette. The color story isn't incredibly exciting to me, but I like the other items that they've already announced. So there's a lip duo. And all of a sudden, apparently, I've decided I'm really into lip duos, or lip products, I should say. I've never been a big lip person, but now I get really excited by them. I do wish it was a brown. I already said this. I have been actually in the market for like a brown or a nude lip, and this one's a pink combo. So I wish it was brown, especially considering that it's fall, but I am excited to get that. And then another shade of the Illuminati eyeliners is coming, and I have 2 of them currently, and I do like the formula. Like I said, the blue one I like better, but that's because the other one came to me so dry. But Ice Cream doesn't have a rep for doing that. BoxyCharm does. So my hope is that it'll come creamy as the blue Elite shade did, because I really, really liked that one. And honestly, I use them both very often anyway. I just, it's painful to apply. I think it's called Heroin is the, I must say these mattes are not impressing me. I'm, of course, going to work to build it up like I always do, but yeah, I am not overly impressed by these mattes. And then and we're getting 6 items in the box this month, they say. I usually watch people's unboxings. But I'm trying not to anymore because I like to keep some of the boxes a surprise, because I'm always like, I'm never going to be able to not look at the spoilers at all, I don't think. Whether I deliberately go and seek them out or I just run into them on social media, I think I'm going to always run into the spoilers. So I'm always going to know some of the items that come in the box, but if I can not go out of my way to see the stuff that they don't share with us up front, I think that just keeps it more fun, keeps it more exciting, because then when I unbox it, it's like more of a real, honest, raw first impression, you know what I mean? Rather than knowing exactly what's in there and being like, oh, I had no idea we were getting an Illuminati eyeliner this month. That's cool. Like, that would just be like fake and not authentic at all. And also, I don't think I'm that good of an actress. So I think everyone would be like, you didn't know about the Illuminati eyeliner. Tell us more how you didn't know about the Illuminati eyeliner, girl. The bag has a really pretty highlighter palette in it. I don't need any more highlighter. I really, really like my Half Magic glitter puck, actually. I really, really like that. So that's how I had to talk myself out of it, because I was 2 seconds away from getting the bag this month too, because they're also giving an extra eyeshadow this month and a lip product. And the way that I read that is they're still going to have their eye palette, because of course you get an eye palette in every bag and box, but they're going to give you an extra eyeshadow. I was like, oh man. So depending on what the lip product is and depending on what the eyeshadow is, I still might pick up the bag too, but that's only like $12. So that's how I'm going to justify that to myself. I don't need it though. So it has to be something that's like really, really, really really pretty. But like last month, for example, they gave us a blush palette in the box, and the bag had a base blue blush. And I would have preferred the base blue blush, but I did not like anything else, because those I do look at. I do look at the unboxings of the bag to determine if I want the bag, because I'm not a monthly bag subscriber. And if the palette was decent, I would have gotten the bag just for the blush, because I've been trying to find base blue to pick up their other season's highlighters, and I cannot find a way to purchase them. I don't know if they're on like a shipping break, or just, I don't know what's going on, but I really like their stuff. Their face products are like spot on. It takes some building up, but I was able to get, I think, a pretty consistent pigment layer of that matte down eventually. And let's be real, people get this brand for their shimmers, not for their mattes, but I don't feel like I should have had to work that hard given the retail price of this palette, if I paid retail for it, which I did not. Okay. So now is the time to decide what shimmers I'm going to go in with. And there's two ways I could take this. I could do the purple and like an orangey yellow, or I could do a green. I don't know why I feel like those are the options, but like those are the options I feel like I have right now. Okay, I think I just want to do, do I want to do green? No. I've been wanting to do green for a while, but not necessarily with this palette. Green or purple, green or purple, green or purple. Well, I'm not matching my shirt either way. I feel like I want to do the purple today, so I'm gonna go in with my finger, and I'm gonna use Corn Maze. I know Dion is like squirming in her seat right now, but, and I'm gonna put that in my outer corner. Oh, it looks shifty. It looks like it's like yellow-green shift. That's pretty. I'm not gonna lie, that is pretty. You see the shift? It's like yellow-green, yellow-green, yellow-green. Oh, it looks like it has like a maroony shift to it as well. Okay, and then, yeah, I think I'm gonna go purple, because that is the color that catches my eye the most. But furthermore, if I'm not matching my shirt, I might as well try to match my hair at least a little bit, because I am walking to the bus stop to get my children soon. Oh, this shade's pretty. This is Sweater Weather. I hate that I'm actually liking the shades though, because I wanted to hate them. I wanted them to be awful so I could shit on the brand more and be like, haha, fuck you. But like, their shades are actually really pretty, and I hate it. I hate that so freaking much. But yeah, I can't deny that it's a pretty look. It is a pretty look. This looks pretty. I will say though, the chunky shades, I feel like they're already creasing, and I used a glitter primer. Do you see how shifty that is? think I have to take Spooky Season as a different matte. I'm gonna take that under my lash line to try to mesh this look together. Ooh, should I try to use like white eyeliner today? Or do I want to use eyeliner today? I'm gonna marry the bottom and top lash lines. I didn't do it yesterday and it looked really weird. This looks pretty. I wanted to hate it. I wanted to hate it so bad because, like, honestly, fuck this brand. I still maintain fuck this brand. But it is a pretty look. It is a pretty look. And part of me is glad that it's a pretty look because I did spend money on it. But again, like, fuck the brand. So it's just a moral dilemma I have with myself at the moment. I think this would actually look quite nice with a purple. No. I think it would look nice with a purple, but anytime I don't use a liquid eyeliner, I feel like it's really hard to get a good wing, and this is such a pretty look. I don't want to like fuck it up, but I guess here we go. So scratch everything I just said about that, because it's a moot point because we're going in anyway. And the instant regret that follows, it's okay. You know what's weird about me? Oh, I don't like that though. So putting a pencil eyeliner on top. Well, that was not the right choice. Putting the pencil eyeliner on top of these shadows not only changed the color of my eyeliner, but it looks like a chunky eyeliner now. Do you see that? It looks like it's like chunky. I don't know if you guys can tell. Well, that was not what I wanted to happen. Let me see if okay. So while I'm like messing with the look already, I guess today is a good day to try out my white eyeliner from Lisa that I got in my Ice Cream Beauty Mystery, and just see if I can kind of fix it a little bit. How am I gonna do that? Make it better. Should I leave it alone? I should probably leave it alone, shouldn't I? I want her to tightline, but we know how awkward I am at that. I finally poked myself in the eye yesterday, so I'm like, I don't want to do that anymore. That was not fun. So on the low, I'm actually really happy that I tried to experiment today, because I think that I never would have done it. Like I always would have found an excuse not to experiment if I let myself, and I think it actually turned out pretty cool. I'm gonna put on way too much mascara like I always do, and again, I poked myself in the eyeball yesterday, so I'm really trying to focus on this part. It's almost 3. Oh my god. I don't know why I'm surprised, because of course it is, because it's nap time, but I have to get my kids from the bus in an hour. Now that the kids are back in school, like, the same time of day doesn't feel like the same time of day anymore. Like, 3 o'clock used to feel like the end of the day. Like, okay, do my makeup, gonna read it, do a little bit of chores, and then Sean's gonna be home. But now it's like, okay, 3 o'clock is like scramble to do all the things I can't do when the big kids are home, like vacuum their rooms and stuff, and then go to get them from the bus, and then it's like a half hour once they get home before things get settled, and then the babies are awake, and then Sean gets home. So it's like less, I wouldn't say less relaxing, because that's not what I'm trying to say at all, but it's less, it feels like it's less close to like Sean getting home. Like, it feels like there's still a lot of day left until Sean gets home. And in a way there is, but there's just so much more to do, I feel. There's so much more to do. I know, I feel like as soon as I'm done recording this, I need to go talk to Sean about my morals, because I feel like my morals are like yucky at the moment. Like, not only did I impulse buy 2 of this brand's palettes off Mercari, but now I kind of like dig it. Like, it's not like garbage trash. Like, I don't know, I feel like because they're garbage trash human beings, there should be nothing like redeemable about their brand. But I'm over here like, I like the shifts, like I like the color story, like, and I'm like, no, like, they're trash, they're horrible, like, we don't support horrible human beings, you know? But like, I don't know, I need to talk to Sean about my morality, and hopefully he has something to say that will make me feel a little bit better about this situation here. I do find it interesting that a independent Mercari seller was able to ship a product better than most brands. I just find that a little bit curious. I hope this white liner like stays on and doesn't fade away very easily. My back hurts. I've been slouching a lot lately, and I don't really know why I'm slouching. Also, the last couple days, I feel like I've been putting on like I've either been skipping steps of makeup, or I've been putting them on twice. And I don't know why I feel that way. Like right now, I feel like I've already put primer on today, but I swear it was just the Bright Drops and my sunscreen. I swear I didn't put any primer on, but I just feel like I've done this already. And maybe it's because I've been doing my skincare before I do my eyeballs, so I have more time to forget what I've already done. But yeah, like I felt this way yesterday and I feel this way again. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, that something just feels like wrong. Like I feel like I did this already. Use my June's Road with the foundation. I'm actually making very good progress on this. You guys can see. I'm sharing the love between this one that I'm panning and my Lumi Glotion that I'm also working on at the moment for two different reasons. Lumi Glotion is either expired or very close to expiring. And this one I adore. It's my favorite foundation in my collection. But the packaging's broken and I don't want to lose it before I have the opportunity to use it up because I like it that much. So I'm panning both of them. I don't really have a plan to pan them. I just have a desire to pan them. So I'm pulling for them as I feel like it day by day, honestly, because I shop my stash. I do like a mini shop my stash every day. I just pick out products that either I haven't used in a while, I have in a project, or I don't know, they called to me that day. And so I try to rotate those two. But as a result of that, I haven't reached for any of my other face products. So I feel like this is going to be an ongoing like situation with me. Where I'm always going to be like rushing to pan stuff because I open too much stuff because I get excited to try it and then I'm like, it's going bad, I gotta use it up, and then I'm panicking. So I would like to get to a place where I am not over consuming anymore and I'm just like, I don't know why I decided this year that I want / need / feel pulled to try a bunch of different base products. I never used to be like this. I used to get like different eyeshadow palettes, sure. But this year I just got really, I don't know, inspired by different base products. And so I've just accumulated an insane amount of base products. And obviously, I mean, I've always worn makeup like every day. That hasn't changed. So the amount of makeup I'm wearing isn't going up. So the rate of consumption isn't going up, but the rate of purchasing has. And we're trying to fix it. I want to get back to a place where I'm only purchasing like one thing at a time, maybe two. I think it might be fun to have like 2 things to cycle between, but like 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I don't even know how many blushes I have open at this point. One of my earliest videos, I was talking about my makeup collection. I have 9 blushes and it's worth this much and I feel disgusting. And then I don't even want to go back and update that. My plan originally was to update every 6 months to make sure that that number was going down, not up. And I'm not even going to entertain the idea that I'm not going to be humiliated. So yeah, that was an early video. I actually really loved this blush and highlighter face palette from Pat. I used the highlighter and the blush yesterday, the red blush, and my God, the way my jaw was on the floor. I'm actually using the red blush again today because I was like, she pretty. She pigmented, of course, because she Pat, but I was like, red blush, because you guys know I'm obsessed with the Charlotte Tilbury blush stick formula. And I love the 2 I have, and I use and adore the 2 I have, but I was like, oh man, that red one. I was like, I would never, ever be able to pull off a red blush, ever. I would like touch my brush in it, and it would already be too red. There's no possible way, because I am so pink undertoned. I just thought a red blush would make me look like sunburned year round, you know what I mean? And after trying on like this red blush, I'm like, oh my she is beautiful. She is a beautiful blush. I don't know why I thought I couldn't, and that's what I'm starting to realize, and I've heard this from other creators too. We used to like really rely on swatches, and I still do, but if I swatch a red blush on me, it's going to look sunburned, and it looks beautiful on the cheeks. It looks really pretty on the cheeks. So I understand why they say we're going away from swatches, and I kind of agree. I kind of disagree too, though. I kind of agree, but all in all, I think I agree more than I disagree. You know what I mean? This setting spray, I hate it. I hate the way it's spraying. I used to like it. And now I'm at a point where I'm like, I'm just gonna use it up. I'm gonna use it until I use it up because I hate it so much. And it's just taking up space, but I'm too damn stubborn to get rid of it. Because that was actually an add-on. That was a BoxyCharm add-on. It wasn't like it was just part of my BoxyCharm, you know. I spent extra, I think it was like $12 on it. So I don't want to throw it in the garbage, but to me it is hot garbage. And that saddens me. Oh, I did it again! Shoot! Okay, I keep forgetting to powder my face after I blush, because I usually bronzer, blush, powder, spray, highlight. But obviously I've been doing my under eyes before I do my eyes, so I've been forgetting to go back and repowder my whole face. And every day I'm like, oh shit, I forgot again. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. How many days in a row have I forgot now? Too many. I am going to go in with this Pat McGrath highlighter. This is Venus Nectar. And actually, I have a highlighter brush. I keep forgetting I have a highlighter brush now. I've been using my blush brush forever to do highlighter. So at this point, I just forgot. Just this highlighter, it honestly is more of a blush topper because it's so golden on me. Like, I don't think I could use that as a highlighter, but the way it transforms my looks into just perfect fall heaven. Oh, this face palette is probably, this or the lipstick, I can't decide, the best part of that impulse purchase I made. Really, really, truly, really, truly. Okay, lips. Oh, I forgot about you. That's a good sign, right? I forgot about one of my products. You're way down there. Why are you way down there? Hi, Charlotte Tilbury Little Guy. Okay, he needs to get moved because I keep forgetting about him, obviously, because he is just in the bottom of the world and a little neglected. Gonna use my Maybelline. I am honestly the messiest lip liner I think I have ever seen. The absolute messiest. I don't know where I'm going to put this. This is my Pillow Talk lipstick Badoo. I want to say it was a Sephora birthday gift a few years ago. I keep forgetting it exists. But it really is so pretty. You guys are gonna love how the one day I don't wear makeup this week, I see literally all 20 of my neighbors. I'm gonna put this, I think, in my little Zip-a-Doo. But watch, it's gonna get even more lost in there. So I'll tell you my neighbors the one day I don't wear makeup this week, and I've worn makeup every single day since, and I have run into like just the regular butt stuff neighbors. Not that I'm wearing makeup for my neighbors, because obviously like I wear makeup for me, but like it would be nice, you know, for them to see all the work I put in and not just that I'm emerging from the cave. This is the eye look. I honestly cannot say anything bad about it. I think it's beautiful. I think it's unique. I think it's pretty. If anything, I think it creases a little bit and it's a little chunky, but I see why they're so comfortable being shitty, because like their products are so good that I think people are gonna buy them anyway. I need to go have a morality conversation with my husband because I feel kind of like dirty at the moment. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging out and being a part of today's video. I really appreciate it. Have you guys ever run into this where you don't want to support a brand because everything they stand for is like horrifying and terrible, but you also can't dog on their products because you'd be lying if you said their products were bad, like inherently bad? So I can't be the only one, right? You guys have run into this too? Let me know. Until next time.